from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Henrico County may get tougher on unwanted noise in residential areas, and a Henrico County high school coach is arrested on sexual offense charges. We'll tell you more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Thursday, July 28th, 2022, and it's brought to you today by the law firm of Barnes & Deal.
And now for the news.
A stricter noise ordinance could be in the works in Henrico County. The county's Board of Supervisors heard a presentation on Tuesday about extending certain residential area noise violations to daytime hours. Current county code prohibits the use of sound-producing devices in such a manner or with such volume or duration that it is plainly audible between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., but an amendment that the board will consider next month, if adopted, would extend the unlawful period to daytime hours as well. Last year, the Henrico Division of Police received almost 3,300 calls for service for noise, an increase of about 400 from the previous year, and about half of last year's calls occurred during daytime hours, according to police officials who are advocating for the change. The board will consider the new ordinance at its August 19th meeting. A 44-year-old Glen Allen man who coached the boys' JV lacrosse team at Glen Allen High School this past season was arrested last month and charged with sexual offense with a minor by computer, a Class 6 felony. We were first to report this news yesterday. Nathan Stanley Poe was arrested June 24th and arraigned in Henrico County General District Court 4 days later. He was released on his own recognizance and next will appear October 6th for a preliminary hearing. Poe allegedly made contact in April with a Henrico Police Vice Squad detective who was working undercover as part of an operation targeting people who were seeking minors on the internet. There were no actual juveniles involved in the incident, according to Henrico Police. Now, if convicted, Poe could face 1 to 5 years in prison or a maximum of 1 year in jail and a fine of no more than $2,500. Poe served as a volunteer coach for the school. He also has coached boys in the Richmond Strikers lacrosse program, according to a photo from the organization's website. It was unclear yesterday how many seasons he had coached at Glen Allen and when he last coached for the Strikers. Now, school system officials learned of the arrest shortly after the conclusion of the school year, according to Henrico School spokesperson Eileen Cox, but did not notify parents of Poe's arrest until Wednesday. It's the day after the Citizen inquired with school system officials about the matter. The case remains an ongoing investigation. Anyone with information related to it should call Henrico Police at 501-5000 or Metro Richmond Crime Stoppers at 780-1000. Also at Tuesday's meeting, the board voted unanimously to reduce the effective tax rate for qualifying vehicles in 2022 by returning surplus personal property tax revenue. This is part of a plan that supervisors and County Manager John Vitolkas announced earlier this year in light of rising car taxes. The change amounts to a personal property tax relief credit of 52 cents per $100 of assessed value on the second half bills that are due December 5th. Earlier, the county extended the due date to August 5th for the first half bills, which had been due in early June. It also decided to waive penalties and interest on those first half bills. Deputy Henrico County Manager for Public Safety Anthony McDowell will leave the county to become the first executive director of the Virginia Opioid Abatement Authority, a role he'll begin August 1st. Prior to his current role with Henrico, McDowell served as the county's fire chief. He has worked extensively with the county's community to address substance abuse disorders. The VOAA was established to administer the Opioid Abatement Fund, which receives monies from settlements, judgments, verdicts, and other court orders related to claims regarding opioids. The agency provides grants and loans to treat, prevent, and/or reduce opioid use and generally the misuse of drugs. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Barnes & Deal. Barnes & Deal has emerged as a highly respected family law firm over the past 3 decades with the resources, skills, and experience necessary to handle high-asset divorces and other complex family law matters across Virginia. To learn more, visit barnesfamilylaw.com, that's B-A-R-N-E-S, or call 796-1000.